Now, since when is it illegal to videotape something in public from 100 feet away? I mean, that part we know there's nothing illegal about, right?
Right, and what you haven't seen that I plan on putting together when I get back to Los Angeles, and am on my way back, is that prior to that day and the day before, we had traveled all along the Gulf Coast. We stopped in Gulfport, we stopped in Biloxi, Bay St. Louis, and every place we stopped, we got the same reception. With the exception of one, there was one man, a supervisor came out and told the security guard, leave them alone, they're on public property, it's all right.
Right.
And all the guys that stopped us were security officers. That was the first time that we had encountered a police officer. And I guess that's why I was so feisty. I mean, my preference is to converse and not confront.
Sure.
But I felt that, in that moment, he was accusing me of something that just simply wasn't true.
Well, let me remind our audience.
I did feel empowered because I knew that he just could not do that.
Let me remind our audience we're speaking with Marguerite Cravatt. The video is at cravatt.com, Cravatt. Have you spoken to anyone from the police department afterwards? I mean, have they told you what exactly you were in violation of? And also, more importantly, tell us, you did mention, you were able to say one thing that made this police officer turn around and walk away. What was that?
Well, to answer your first question, no, I haven't talked to anybody. I've just, read reports and, people have emailed me and things like that. But what really finally made the guy back off, and I don't even know what made me think of it, but I just felt like I needed backup. I said, well, let's just call your boss. Is he in on this? Is he going to support this behavior? And that's when he said, go ahead and call him. And I realized I didn't have my phone. Paula's phone was in the car. And at the time, I didn't realize he had walked away. I actually thought he was going to arrest me. And I told Paula to go get the car, and it was quite a ways away. And so I continued filming, and we did get the shot, of everything that was going on. And he walked away, and he never came back. And in the video, you can tell that he just sort of leisurely walks away and talks to other people. So I thought... Yeah. When I saw that video, my God, he knew he was doing something wrong.
I mean, the thing here is that it's the logical hypothesis about what happened when I see it is, well, what's clear here is that BP doesn't want anybody filming the fact that people are getting sick working at the Gulf. I mean, is that your assessment of what the motive would be?
Actually, it's broader than that. I don't think they want us seeing anything at all. Because I call them little camps, because that's how I recognize them. You'll see there's no identification of BP or anything like that. You'll just see tents and trucks. You almost see the same thing every time. You'll come to a little camp, and then there'll be a security house. Everything is blocked off. You'll have security people, some type of military truck. Even if there's no military there, it'll be like a camouflage-looking truck.
Right.
And you're immediately advised not to videotape or discourage from it.
So in the last...
At one point, when we were in Louisiana, we had to film from the top of a bridge on a curve. And I would have never done that because I thought, well, that is certainly illegal and, it's dangerous. But the security guy said, why don't you go shoot up there? That's what everybody else has to do. I said, well, won't I get in trouble for that? He said, nah, everybody does it. Because they had it so closed up, you have to kind of hang over the bridge and drop your camera down to get the shot of a lot of oil.
Well, in the last 30 seconds we have left, has anything happened afterwards where anybody approached you about releasing the footage, about taking the footage down? I mean, have you had any contact with anybody that would be of interest?
Well, I did have, like I said, the Mobile Press Register, and I've had a lot of radio shows, and I'm not sure how many hits it's had now. A friend told me that, the last count, it was like over 100,000.
Yeah.
And it is a controversy, going on about it.
Well,
so
we know...
I've kind of been out of the loop because I've still been traveling and shooting.
Well, I'll tell you, it's great work. Cravatt.com is the website, and it's not an isolated incident by any means, but it is one of the few that so clearly you've gotten on camera. Thank you so much for joining us, Marguerite Cravatt.
Thank you, David. Anytime.
Okay, take care. Fascinating story. We'll be back after this with former Congressman Bob Ney. Stay with us, midweekpolitics.com.
Midweek Politics with Dave Pakman on midweekpolitics.com.
Midweek Politics is made possible in part by CSR Wire, the corporate social responsibility newswire at csrwire.com, by DIF Design, specializing in custom business websites at difdesign.com. To find out more about underwriting Midweek Politics, visit midweekpolitics.com.